What's going on, Poke friends? Hope you're doing well today. Today, I'm going to be showing you how you can use genpokemon.com to essentially get any Pokemon from Pokemon Go as long as it's been released and is available in the game that we're going to be using. So you'll be able to get these Go Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield, Legends Arceus, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, as well as Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And as I said, as long as they're in the game, you'll be able to get them. And the best part about this is every Pokemon that you trade over to yourself will have your own trainer ID and your trainer name. And as you can see behind me, you'll be able to move these into Pokemon Home with no hassles at all. Now, before we dive into the video, guys, going to make two things abundantly clear. First up, to get access to the Pogo Pokemon trades, you'll need to become a Pogo Master member. Down here, it'll say upgrade now. I've already got this plan, so that is not available for me. Now, the second thing is you are getting Pokemon from Pokemon Go into the selected Pokemon game of your choice. What this means is, for example, if we're trading into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you're going to get the Pokemon Go Pokemon of your choice traded into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It will have a Pokemon Go stamp or origin mark. This Pokemon will be able to be moved back into Pokemon Home. However, Pokemon cannot be moved into Pokemon Go. Pokemon can be moved out of Pokemon Go, and that is it. It is a one-way street, so you're not going to be able to get Pokemon Go Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, for example, move it into Home, and then move it into Pokemon Go. That Pokemon Go Pokemon is now a part of the Home ecosystem or any of the Pokemon games on the Switch that it is available in. Now that that's out of the way, we can actually get stuck into the video guide, so let's jump in. First up, we're going to need trading. We're then going to need Pokemon Go. As you can see, Pogo Master Collection, instant trades, home tracked, 100% legitimate, and as I said, custom OT. Bit further down the page, guys, here you can select your Pokemon name, whether or not you want it to be shiny, any particular nature if you would like, and the game of your choice. Today we are going to be using Scarlet and Violet. So Scarlet and Violet has been selected. Now, before we enter our Pokemon name, you can see here, recently added. So if we click on that, it'll give us a list of the most recently added Pokemon Go collection. So if you'd like, you could literally come down and click on trade now. We're just going to go back up and enter a Pokemon of our choice. Now, because I clicked on recently added, it is gone back to all games. So make sure you go back and select the game that you would like to trade into. Today, I reckon we're going to do a Mew. So all we have to do is type in Mew. I'm going to leave everything here as is. I am going to do shiny because a shiny Mew is extremely desirable. And then all we have to do is click on search. Now, because we've typed in Mew, it'll also come up with Mewtwo. This essentially just searches for any Pokemon with those three words. So Mewtwo also shows up. Now there are a few different choices here, as you can see. Mew the Unrivaled. This is not a Go Pokemon, so we will leave that aside. This is Mewtwo from Pokemon Go. We don't want Mewtwo, we're going to do Mew. We have two choices here. We have an extra small Mew or the regular Mew. We're just going to go with the regular Mew. Level 15, the nature is hardy, it has been traded 75 times, and this is for Scarlet and Violet. So what we're going to do is click on trade now. Now we are almost ready to trade. I should have mentioned earlier in the video as well, because you are connecting to the Nintendo Online servers, you need an active Nintendo Online subscription to trade online in any of the Pokemon games on the Switch. This also works on the Switch 1 or the Switch 2, it doesn't matter which console you have, they are essentially the same. Now, just one more thing, where it says ignore auto OT here, leave this unticked, otherwise it will not apply your trainer name and OT from your game. Now, essentially all we have to do now is click start trade now button. This will give us a link code for Scarlet and Violet, so we'll head over to our game now and enter this link code. Now the trade should be instant, but in case there is a queue, please wait for the message that says important initializing trade, get ready to search. This is when you want to begin searching with your link code in your game. So over in our game, making sure you're online, head to the Poke portal, link trade, and set link code. This is the link code that you want to set that you were supplied by Gen Pokemon. Okay, and then begin searching. Our trade partner has been found. genpokemon.com is the trainer name. So now trade over something low level you don't care about. I'm just going to trade over this Porygon. Trade that over. Remember, trade over something low level and something not valuable. This is just an example for the video. As you can see, there is the Mew that we requested on genpokemon.com. That is going to be sent directly over to us in real time. There goes our Porygon. Here comes our Mew. Pokemon has sent over Mew. Quit out of the trade now, and we can go to the box and have a look at our brand new Mew. So we can head up to our boxes, then we can see level 15 Mew. Check the summary. There it is, Mew. As I said, you'll get your trainer name as long as you don't tick the original OT box. Scrolling across now, there you can see its stats and its moves. Level 15, so not a lot to see here. And the thing that we care most about, Pokemon is hardy by nature, and it seems to have traveled across space and time to join us from Pokemon Go. Now, if you're content with just having your Mew left in Scarlet and Violet, that is fine. But we're going to go over into Pokemon Home now and show you that we can move this shiny Mew from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Home. So we will head over to Pokemon Home now. Now, as you can see, we are over in Pokemon Home, and here is the Mew that we traded over earlier in our box. So we're going to select Move, and then we're going to drag that into our Pokemon Home box. Then we are going to save changes and exit, yes please. Wait for it to save. Pokemon Home is super slow, even on the Nintendo Switch 2. And as you can see, your boxes has been saved. So we can quit out of that. We can just click back on Pokemon. We can go to Home, load the box back up, and there is our shiny Mew from genpokemon.com that is from Pokemon Go. Once again, check the summary if you'd like. Seems to have been first met in Pokemon Go back in 2021. My original OT there, which is Intelegai AU. And that is it, guys. That is using genpokemon.com to get any Pokemon from Pokemon Go into the game of your choice and then into Pokemon Home. And as I did say earlier in the video, guys, remember, you cannot send Pokemon from any game or Pokemon Home back into Pokemon Go. It is simply Pokemon Go into Home and then into the game of your choice and then back into Home. And that is essentially it for today's video, guys. If you'd like to do this for a different game other than Scarlet and Violet, go back to the start of the video, repeat the process. Instead of going and clicking Scarlet and Violet, click on Sword and Shield, and all the steps are essentially the same. You'll just be trading into Sword and Shield instead of Pokemon Scarlet or Violet. Alrighty guys, that's it for this Gen Pokemon video. Until the next one, take care, and we'll catch you then.